Before I say anything else, check out this awesome piece of fan art. Pretty amazing stuff, right? I have boxes and boxes of artwork like this from fans that I've saved over the years. I've tried to answer as many letters as I possibly could, and apologize to anyone that I missed somehow. Someday when I have a bigger living room, maybe I'll make a giant collage of all the fan art I've collected. Stuff like this has made it all the worthwhile for me to come over the last 7 years. I've had a blessed, fulfilling, and enriched career. I've been shown great kindness and tried to show great kindness in return. I tried to make some good games, let the debate ensue, and I've witnessed the creation of possibly the most creative and talented fan base on the planet. But here on the 7th anniversary of the game's first trailer, as I realized now that I was in my mid-30s when I created the series, and now I'm approaching my mid-40s, I realized that I miss a lot of things that I got to focus on before FNAF became such a success. I miss making games for my kids. I miss doing it just for fun. I miss making RPGs even though I stink at it. All this to say is that I'm retiring. I've been shown tremendous love and support over the last week, and a lot of which has come from the LGBTQ community. The kindness shown to me has been surreal. Is this the end of FNAF? No. This just means that someone else will eventually be running the show, someone of my choosing, and someone that I trust. We will have to wait and see how it all plays out. But an announcement will be made at some point. I have 6 kids now, although one of them is currently the size of a blueberry. I love them dearly. They are my whole world. They are my whole world and my whole universe. I want to focus my attention on them, focusing on protecting them, and spend my life making things for them. I only ask that my fanbase respects my decision. I will still be around, but just not in the capacity that I used to be. What a blessed career I've had, what wonderful people I've met, and what a tremendous blessing to have been able to know all of you. Thank you so much. See you on the flip side. Hey everyone. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually do a video like this. Like do a video about what's happened recently. But I just figured I can't just pretend it didn't happen. Like I thought, even though it happened like a few days ago, probably when you're watching this, it still happened, and I can't exactly just ignore it. So Scott Cawthon, the original creator of Five Nights at Freddy's 7 years ago, has retired. It's a very hard hitting thing for most people out there, but now you probably might be wondering, okay, even though I read that thing, you're probably wondering, like, there's probably like another reason that he did this. Now, I probably should have done more research before. I probably should have done some more research before I make this video, but I'm not editing any of this out. All right, any mistakes that I made, any things, I'm leaving this as it is. I'm just gonna be recording this and posting it as it is. So I wasn't really too sure on what happened. I've heard things from all over the place. I know I shouldn't be listening to rumors and all that, but I didn't. I've just been very down lately with all this that's happened. So from what I understand, like he said in the post, like from the LGBTQ community, um, from what I heard, he he like donated like some money to a like political thing like that apparently was against like LGBTQ. That's what I've heard at least. I can't exactly confirm or deny any of this, so but like this is what I've heard, and because he did that, I think like he didn't really realize like that it was actually against it. He thought it was actually for it, but it turns out it was against it. That's what I've heard at least. Like I said, don't quote me on any of this. And then people were getting like really annoyed at him. Okay, I understand. It's alright to have your own opinion on this sort of matter. It's alright to not like agree. You can't live your whole life not having one thing that you disagree on. That's absolutely fine. But there was a vast majority of the people that supported Scott that, well, like a vast majority of people that took it way too far. From what I've heard, he started receiving death threats, which I have to say is just wrong, right? I understand. Okay, you might not like agree with what he did. You can understand that he made a mistake and all that, but he, but still, people can take it too far, and that, and I, and that what led many people to believe that this was one of the reasons why he retired. Like, if I just don't really know how to continue. So, as he said, like he said, he's going to be passing the series onto like someone else, probably like someone like Steelwool Studios, like the people who made FNAF VR, Curse of Dreadbear, and the upcoming Security Breach. I think he's probably going to pass it on to there, but I don't want to go too in depth of it. And if I just bring up Twitter, where do I write it down here? So, as they said in this post, like for FNAF AR, hello all, we know a lot's been going on in the community in the past week. We'll still release the Scream Punk event in coming weeks, but thought it'd be best to give everyone time and space this week. So we won't be launching the event this week. We all appreciate all of y'all deeply, sorry. But it's just hard to believe something like this. It was like basically half of my lifetime ago. He made the first FNAF game, and I wasn't really fully aware of it. But then, like for most people, like Markiplier was really one of like the main YouTubers who really kickstarted this whole thing. So, like when he made that video about it, people started really enjoying it, and it was a great game, right? And like I loved it for like the character designs, like the actual gameplay itself. I've never seen a game like this. Sure, there's fan games of it, but you can't beat the original. You can never beat the original, like the original games. And I just love how the popularity have just skyrocketed since then. And then, yeah, it's just It's hard. Like I knew, like it was always a thought. It was always like a possibility. Like Scott Cawthon, I had not the sweetest clue how old he was. So I had no like, if he even had thoughts of retiring. But I knew he had a family. I knew that for a while. I knew no, he had a family to take care of, but and all that. But yeah, it's just I never really thought I'd live to see the day of Scott Cawthon retiring from creating from the FNAF series. But he says that he's still gonna be he's still gonna be like behind the scenes of it, but he's probably gonna stay away from things like social media. He probably stop making Reddit posts, Reddit and Reddit posts and Steam posts about what's happening with the games and all that. He's probably gonna stop with that, but he will be supervising it. So this is a bit difficult for me, honestly, and it's difficult for everyone, right? That for everyone that's anyone that's heard the news, it's difficult, right? Almost every FNAF YouTuber that I've seen has been talking about it. Dorko, Orson Long Gaming, the meme scheme, a few others that I can't really think of, even Super Horror. It's just hard to. It's hard to just push by it, just push it out. It's always whenever you now when I think of FNAF, sure, I think of all the games, and then I think Scott Cawthon has retired, and it's just kind of disappointing. And it's upsetting for everyone, and I don't really know if there's really much else I can really say about this. Like I said, I don't know the full story, right? So don't patronize me. Don't say don't complain that about what's happening. It's okay to have your own opinions on this. You can't, like I said, you can't live your whole life without by you can't live your life with agreeing to everything that you see. You have to have your own opinion on this. You can't just always say, "Oh, this is fine." "Oh, yeah, this is fine." So sorry. I'm really sorry if I do seem a bit down in um in future videos, especially FNAF ones, but Illumix said on Twitter, they said that everyone probably just needs a bit of a just give everyone a bit of breathing time. So I'm kind of glad that they did delay, that they did push back the event into the next week or so, because then it just makes it easier for us to let the information let all this sink in before like before the next big things in FNAF AR and all that. I mean, people can disagree with me all they want, right? They can they can they can say all they want about me, but I honestly won't care. Right? If you hate me, if you hate the stuff that I do, you can't it won't affect me in the slightest. But and plus, I saw Dorko's video about the whole matter before, not too long ago, and he said about that doesn't matter who you are, who thinks on the other side, stuff could be going on behind the scenes that you have absolutely no clue or control of. Right, so you may think oh, there's a guy on YouTube, oh, he seems very happy. Doesn't mean he's happy all the time. I mean, it's sort of the case with me as well. Stuff's been really tough and tight lately, so most people on YouTube, they're not happy all the time. Sure, they look as if they're happy as ever, like they're in heaven and there's nothing wrong with the world. But for most people, that's just a mask that they put on over the top of their videos. They try to act joyful and try to hide what's really going on, underneath. I'm not sure if there's really anything else I can really say about this whole matter, honestly, but yeah, I'm sorry if I've been rambling a lot in this video. I mean, I don't have a script. Literally on my desk, all I have is my microphone, keyboard, mouse, and my drawing pad. That's all I have on this desk, and the monitor and computer for obvious reasons. But I don't have a script at all. All this that I'm saying right now is just, like I said, I've just been rambling. Honestly, I just don't know what to do. Well, I guess there's not really much else I can really say about this. So I hope everyone everyone can learn to live with what's happened, and I guess so, guys. I guess I'll see you guys for the next video, which is my final episode of Friday Night Funkin'. I'm in the works of editing that right now. As you can see, it's 7:46 p.m. right now, so I guess I'll see you when I upload that. Bye, everyone. Hope everyone handles this well.